Hi, Wolves. This is Miss Manoli, and happy Thursday. This is your Wolfden message. I'd like to start to talk to you about uniform policies. I know Ms. Gallagher has spoken to you on a weekly basis about what the attire is. What we're asking you is to make sure and be mindful to wear them at all times. So we're checking every day, at the beginning of the day, period one. And the one thing that I'm noticing is that many of you are wearing the right attire, but there's some that are wearing PE attire during classes that are not PE. So we're asking you to be mindful that if you have PE attire, it needs to be only during PE, not other classes. And remember, you're wearing black or khaki bottoms, navy blue or red collared shirts or spirit wear, and then basically any outerwear as the weather is getting colder, it needs to be navy blue or red. And so hoodies needs to be off. And so that is it. I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page. I would like to move on to something else and something new. I have spoken to you about tardies and how important it is to make it to class on time. So I've gathered some data that reflects your tardies for the month of September. And as you can see, I have it by period, and period one is actually the lowest, and that's because a lot of you are coming in late to class. And so as we're progressing throughout the day, the percentages are going higher, but then it's starting to dip a little bit during period 4, and then it's picking it up again for period 5 and 6. So we're asking you to be mindful that you have 5 minutes to make it from class to class. If we're looking at the grade level, you could see that the 6th grade is in the lead. They have the highest percentage of students making to class on time, followed by 7th grade, and then lastly is 8th grade. So the overall percentage for the month of September is 77.7. We do have a proposition for you. So we're asking you as a grade level to compete against your own percentage and go up 5%. So at the end of the month, the goal for your grade level is to go up 5%. If your grade level meets that goal, you will be receiving a free dress day. But it doesn't have to be a free dress day. It could be something else. For this month, it will be that. But we would love to hear what your input is to what other ideas do you have as an incentive if you or your grade level meets the goal that we have put in place for you. And so this is a video, obviously you cannot click here to vote, but I do have a slide deck that is in the shared drive, and the Wolfden teachers could provide you this form for you to vote. This will be closing on Friday evening. And so please make sure that if you would like to build your capacity as a student agency, this is an idea to share with us to see what it is. And the majority, obviously, the majority of the votes will be provided with that incentive, or, you know, I will be sharing that as we progress throughout the year. But for now, at the end of the month of October, if you're meeting your grade level goal, you will be incentivized with free dress day. Moving on to celebrating Latinx month. I'm always interested to know how everything got started with celebrating this month. So I know that we're celebrating Latinx from September 15th until October 15th. But the video that I have for you is just a little bit of a historical perspective of how everything got started and how it became about, and who are some of the people that made this possible for us in terms of being on the spotlight and celebrating the Latinx heritage. Here it is.
September 15th marks the start of Hispanic Heritage Month. Bienvenidos, or welcome to the month-long fiesta, recognizing how Hispanic and Latino communities have contributed to U.S. culture. From activists like labor organizer Cesar Chavez fighting in the 60s and 70s for better wages and conditions for farm workers, and government leaders like U.S. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, in the U.S. Senate, Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz. In 2009, Sonia Sotomayor became the first Latina justice to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court.
Congratulations and welcome to the court.
To big-time athletes like Roberto Clemente in 1973, becoming the first Latino player inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame, followed by other greats like Alex Rodriguez, Mariano Rivera, and David Ortiz, aka Big Papi. And entertainment stars. In 1962, Rita Moreno became the first Hispanic woman to win an Academy Award, then a rare accomplishment. An EGOT, winning an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award, helping to open doors for future stars like Selena, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Jennifer Lopez, and many more. According to the latest U.S. Census report, more than 60 million people identify as Hispanic or Latino, making them the second largest ethnic group in the United States. But what's the history behind Hispanic Heritage Month? Well, it began in 1968 under President Lyndon Johnson as Hispanic Heritage Week. 20 years later, President Ronald Reagan expanded the week to a month, enacting it into public law.
We're not just here to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Week, but to announce that in 1989, the period between September 15th and October 15th will be Hispanic Heritage Month.
The start date, September 15th, is significant because it's the independence anniversary for many Latin American countries. Entering its fourth decade as an official celebration, Hispanic Heritage Month marks the countless ways Hispanics have helped build the country we live in today. Viva la vida.
I hope you found this video informative. I know I have. It's always wonderful to know how everything gets started and who are the pioneers that move this forward to make this a possibility. I hope you have a wonderful day. Make great choices. Thank you for your time and see you all out there. Bye.